Welcome to WBGO's second annual Livestream fundraising event. Tonight, in celebrating 4 extraordinary and accomplished women who are important to WBGO's mission, we are honoring all women in the multiple communities WBGO serves, locally, nationally, and globally. I'm Leslie Harrison, and it is my honor and privilege to be your host for tonight's program. Speaking of hosting and programs, please check out Come Sunday on WBGO 88.3 FM and WBGO.org, Sundays from 8 a.m. to noon, right before Rhythm Review. Sunday is part of our Rhythm and Song Weekend. On behalf of everyone at WBGO, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude for your joining us this evening. This has been a most challenging time. Just when it seems the world is opening up and beginning to start up again, things take a turn that make our want and need to connect seem just out of reach. One thing not out of reach, and in fact, a constant for us all, is WBGO. The healing power of music to get to the heart and soul of the matter never wanes. We are here for you, and you with us because of you. None of this is possible without your financial support. You can make a contribution right now online securely from anywhere in the world by going to WBGO.org and clicking on the donate button, or by texting WBGO to 56512. Without you, there is no WBGO, and we thank you.
Hi, my name is Carla Cook, jazz vocalist, and I have had a long love affair with WBGO. If this pandemic has taught us nothing else, live music, there is no substitute. WBGO has been there for all of us, for me, for you, for all of the listeners. Keep listening, keep donating. This is the place. The world is a better place because there is WBGO.
Hello, I'm Stephen Williams, President and CEO of WBGO Newark Public Radio. Thank you for joining us for this noteworthy occasion. Allow me to offer my deepest appreciation for your support. The world of jazz is a rich, mysterious, complex microcosm of the world in which we live. Within the great creations of jazz artists are ironies of everyday life on planet Earth, such as joy and pain, comedy and tragedy, hope and despair, success and failure, accessibility and inaccessibility. Throughout the history of jazz, like the history of us, there are numerous stories of individuals who have succeeded in the arduous pursuit of a career only to be denied access or recognition because of their race, religion, or gender. Such is the case with many women who chose jazz as a mode of artistic expression, which is why WBGO has chosen to celebrate the women of influence in our community. Of course, this juncture will not afford us the opportunity to acknowledge the many who fit that distinction, but it is an exceptional privilege to provide the recognition that our honorees so richly and eternally deserve. Dorthon Kirk, NEA Jazzmaster and founding member of Team WBGO. Linda Harrison, CEO of the Newark Museum of Art. Gail Boyd, President of Gail Boyd Artist Management. Terry Lynn Carrington, award-winning jazz artist, educator, and NEA Jazzmaster. I humbly submit my heartfelt appreciation, respect, and dedication. And now I hope you will enjoy the rest of the program.
What is jazz? Jazz is WBGO. So if you tune in as much as possible, you will connect with the culture, the music, and what everything that WBGO stands for is jazz. So keep listening, keep donating, and support live music.
It's my pleasure now to introduce you to the legendary Dorothon Kirk. NEA Jazz Master Dorothon Kirk has been a major force at Newark Public Radio, WBGO, for more than 4 decades. Known as Newark's First Lady of Jazz, Dorothon's reputation as a curator and producer of top-notch jazz events both in New Jersey and New York City has resulted in her universal recognition among the musical community as a guiding light and a powerful force. Ms. Kirk was one of the original staff members that launched WBGO in 1979, and her storied tenure with the organization, two jewels in the crown of her legacy, are her creation and curation of the WBGO Gallery and her stellar Kids Jazz series, which flourished for over 20 years. Since retiring in 2018, she has continued her mission in support of bringing the joys of this music to the children. Let's check her out, still doing her thing, at the Montclair Art Museum.
Welcome, live music again, bright moments. Today is very special because it's a collaboration with WBGO and the Montclair Museum. However, this is not the first time WBGO produced the children's concert series for many, many years. I organized it, I retired, but here I am today. I'm retired on my own terms. WBGO is a public radio station. It relies on listener support. So adults, please support WBGO online, the old-fashioned way, by mail, by text, and other. Please welcome Bria Skonberg, Catherine Russell, and their band.
Oh, sweet and lovely lady, be good. Oh, lady, be good to me. I am so awfully misunderstood. Oh, lady, be good to me. Oh, please have some pity. I'm all alone in this big city. I'm just a lonesome babe in the wood. Oh, lady, be good to me. Oh, please have some pity. I'm all alone in this big city. I'm just a lonesome babe in the woods. Oh, lady. Oh, lady, be good to me.
I'm always ready to say a good word about my friend Darthon Kirk. I can't think of anyone who's more committed to jazz music and to the artists that create music than Darthon Kirk. Darthon is a good friend to her friends. She's very community-minded, and she's very conscious of her role and her value to this great artistic movement that distinguished itself as an American creation. And of course, she loves WBGO, and you can be in a conversation with her no more than 5 minutes before she speaks about the station as an advocate. And if she's in your corner, you've got a great thing of value.
Wow, Darthon Kirk, a great blessing to our community. I first met Darthon in the early 1980s when my husband Anthony Wilson worked at WBGO. I was very excited to meet her because I am a big fan of Roxanne Roland Kirk, and I kind of fancied myself a Eulipian. And so I was very excited to meet the queen. And Dorothan is a queen. She is jazz royalty. So over the years, she's been a powerful, powerful force in this music, and she's never at a loss for words, advice, wisdom, and kindness. Dorothan, thank you so much for everything that you have done for me, my family, and our community. I wish you all the best, and I love you so much. Bright moments.
Hi, Dorothan. This is your old, and I concentrate on the word old friend, John Schreiber. As you know, we have been acquainted with each other for over 45 years. I will never forget being at Kennedy Airport, checking in about 150 musicians for the Nice Jazz Festival, not knowing what in the world I was doing. I was about 20 years old, and you came to my rescue. You had checked in Rasan, and you said, "You look like you could use a hand." And you have been giving me a hand ever since. I love you. You are always Newark's first lady of jazz, and I'm so delighted that we get to work together on Jazz Vespers and on Dorothan's Place, the jazz brunch that you created and preside over so beautifully. I love you.
Bright moments. What an honor to be honored by WBGO. Over the years, I've been honored and acknowledged by a number of various organizations and institutions. However, it's particularly special to be honored by WBGO because they found me at a very challenging time in my life and not only gave me a new life, but a career I never could have imagined. It's also great to be honored in such distinguished company of the other honorees, especially Terry Lynn. She's special to me because I met her when she was just a little girl. Many of you won't remember, but in years past, the regular part of a jazz musician's contract for a week's performance was a matinee on a Sunday afternoon. Terry's parents would bring her to the long-defunct jazz workshop in Boston to a Sunday matinee, and I've had the privilege to watch her grow over the years and indeed become a very accomplished part of the jazz community, not just performing, but educating as well. I've also had the pleasure of working with Regina, Lakeisha, Bria, and other artists who are lending their talents to this benefit for WBGO. WBGO is a national treasure, and I'll always be available to give my support in any way I can. Thanks again to President and CEO Steve Williams and his staff. Continued success, and wishing you a long, productive, and successful future for years to come. As I always like to say, WBGO was just meant to be. Bright moments.
This part of Newark really is a vibrant cultural district, and on April 29th, in collaboration with leaders in government and the arts, we were thrilled to reveal the new name of the street where WBGO lives in honor of one of Newark's native sons and true jazz greats. Let's see some highlights from that historic afternoon. Yes!
Yay!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome as WBGO celebrates Wayne Shorter. Today, we will speak no evil as we extol the praises of the many footprints that Mr. Shorter has made in the world that began here in Newark, New Jersey in 1933. From the Ironbound section where he was born to Newark Arts High, which he attended. Yes. WBGO is very proud to have spearheaded the effort leading to today's celebration of renaming Park Place to Wayne Shorter Way. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president and CEO of Newark Public Radio Station, WBGO, Stephen A. Williams.
Thank you, Leslie. Very kind words. WBGO, needless to say, WBGO means the world to me, and I am beaming with pride at this moment, right now. We're going to celebrate Wayne in the most definitive way possible by unveiling this street sign at the intersection of Wayne Shorter Way and Sarah Bond Way. Hey, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay. But before we do that, I think we need to celebrate properly. Okay? All right. Ready? Ready? Go ahead.
3, 2, 1. Woo!
Thank you all so much. There you go. There it is right there. I couldn't be happier. I'm sure we're all very proud of Wayne. Wayne, thank you. We love you, Wayne.
I want to thank everybody, all the people for acknowledging one of their own. We're a part of each other. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Miki Hayama. I'm a piano player, and it's so pleasure to be here at WBGO, one of the best jazz radio station in the world. And it was so pleasure to play and share the stage with the powerful women in jazz today. So keep listening and keep supporting the jazz radio station WBGO. Bye.
Linda Harrison was appointed the new director and CEO of the Newark Museum of Art in January 2019. She's the 8th director and CEO in the museum's history and the first African American. She's been a great partner with WBGO and has considerably expanded the museum's reach and relevance into the Newark community. We are delighted to celebrate and honor Linda this year. We had a chance to sit down with her to hear about some of her vision for Newark and the great cultural institution she leads.
I am committed that our role is to be of the community. And that meant we had to listen to the community. We had to hear what is it that's going to make this museum relevant. And visual arts are one part of it, but the Museum of the 21st Century also is about the performing arts and the theater arts. So we want to be that museum that collaborates with our cultural partners here in Newark. This is now that new energy for a museum that I wanted to bring about to the city and bring people in so that they could see this is their museum. When I move to a city, or even just visit a city, I try to find the jazz station. I'm a big jazz fan. When I came here, I was excited about WBGO, and my goal was to deepen that relationship. And it's really easy because we both are the hidden gems, and so how do we really support each other in order to just have a greater audience know about us? WBGO, I adore listening, and I want it to be as successful as the museum. Thank you so much for this honor. I am just thrilled to join the honorees and really excited about the collaborations that we've had and our future collaborations on making this a vibrant cultural district.
Hi, my name is Lakeisha Benjamin, alto saxophonist, and I'm here today at WBGO. Just want to let you know, guys, keep listening to live music, keep listening to WBGO, supporting live jazz musicians, keep supporting this music. We need you, we love you, and without you, the audience, we're nothing. Once again, thanks you for BGO.
Hi, my name is Mimi Jones, and I'm here to tell you today that WBGO is one of my favorite stations to listen to. I've been in the WBGO family for many, many years as I grew up since I was about 17 years old, and when I started playing jazz in New York City, and they've done so much for me since then. I just want to ask you to please support live music, continue listening and enjoying, and again, we need you. Musicians all around the world tune into this station, and it means so much to us. It's our life. Take care.
Eat, sleep, jazz, repeat. The mission of Gail Boyd Artist Management is to perpetuate jazz as an art form by assisting jazz musicians in delivering their art. That's exactly what Gail Boyd has been doing, managing some of the finest jazz musicians in America and around the globe. She has been involved specifically in music with a specialty in jazz since 1979. In 2017, Gail formed a Facebook group entitled Alternative Venues for Jazz. Her initial impetus was to provide a virtual space for musicians to share information about performance spaces, particularly outside of the known jazz clubs and festivals. When the pandemic of COVID-19 hit in 2020, Gail converted the page to a virtual meeting space where musicians and industry professionals would have a platform to share their journey and experiences. The page now boasts nearly 10,000 members, of which I'm one of them. In 2020, Gail joined promoters Danny Melnick and Bryce Rosenblum and created the Jazz Coalition, which funded 104 commissions to jazz artists to compose music inspired by the pandemic and later social and racial justice. Boyd also joined the Blacksmiths, which created individual and organizational pledges and resources for artists and arts organizations on topics of racial justice. Gail's work has touched the lives of so many of us, and here are a few people who wanted to join us in congratulating her.
Gail Boyd, this is for you. Congratulations. I love it when people honor you. And I don't mind sharing with people that you are the most important person in my business life. But you and I know that our friendship has gone way above and beyond our business connection. What people don't know is that together with my brother Jeff, actually Jeff did the hard work, we stalked you. We found you, and when you said, no, my roster is full, I can't take on anybody else, it was flowers, it was candy, we stalked you. You weren't getting away from us. And finally, when I was in New York recording the album with the Symphony Orchestra and McCoy Tyner, you came by that session, and then you were sold. You heard the music and said, I think I want to be a part of this world of John Clayton and Jeff Clayton. And that was the beginning of the most incredible friendship. And I love you for the fact that you opened the door based on the music that you heard. And I'm constantly telling people, my friends, students, whomever, that needs to be the criteria. So I could go on and on about you, Gail Boyd. You have changed my life for the better. I love you dearly. Congratulations. I love it when people realize how awesome you are.
Have you ever flown across country to attend a music conference, say the Jazz Times convention in New York, and upon entering the hotel, a friend rushes up and says, stay right there, I have someone I want you to meet. Comes back, introduces us, and we go have a cup of coffee. A couple of hours later, I've given her a blank check. I bought a ticket to France. I've agreed to rent an apartment in Cannes. And I've signed up to co-host a booth at one of the biggest music conventions in the industry. That ever happened to you? Now, you may be questioning my decision-making skills right about now, but have you met Gail Boyd? Yes, she is persuasive. And fortunately for my bank account, she's also very honest. But more than that, she is deeply and sincerely committed to extending the legacy of jazz. Eat, sleep, jazz, repeat. That's Gail's motto, and she lives it. Gail is perceptive, skillful, resourceful, and brilliant. That's what makes her a fantastic artist manager. She's imaginative and sees opportunity in the rebel. She says, "How can we?" or "Why not?" That's what makes her a great leader. She's a good listener. She ponders. She thinks about what she's going to say and always says it with kindness and concern and respect for the person she's speaking with. That's what makes her a wonderful human being. Gail's an inspiration to myself and others. She's a mentor to so many of us. But more than that, she's also my best friend. And not just east of the Rockies. The honor that's being bestowed upon Gail tonight talks about all the contributions she's made to jazz. We're going to need a few more evenings, though, so we can talk about what she's made in terms of a difference to the world in which we live. Love you, Gail.
Hi, my name is Arif Gersel, and it is an honor and pleasure for me to provide this testimonial for Gail Boyd. Gail has been a force in the music industry for decades, but she has been a force and a woman of influence in my life for well over 40 years, also being my mother. My love, purpose, and passion for the music industry and artist empowerment literally transferred from my mother to me as I learned this business working at her feet in her law practice and in her artist management office as a teenager. I watched my mother work tirelessly, oftentimes skipping paychecks to watch artists get to where they wanted to get to in their careers. My mother's taught me a lot of things over the years, but there's one adage that always sticks with me. She said, "This music industry can be a sea of slime, but I always ensure that I am an island of integrity." I am so happy that WBGO is honoring you and recognizing you for the woman of influence that everyone in your circle knows you to be. I am happy that you are getting your flowers while you can smell them, because in my opinion, you deserve the entire flower shop. Congratulations for all the work that you've done at Gail Boyd Artist Management, Edna Palma, and most importantly, providing a new creative outlet for the entire ecosystem with alternative venues for jazz. I look forward to seeing what you do next. Eat, sleep, jazz, repeat. Gail Boyd Artist Management.
Hi, I am so pleased that WBGO has designated me as a woman of influence, especially because of the three dynamic women who also were designated: Dorthon Kirk, Terry Lynn Carrington, and Linda Harrison. Congratulations to you all. I became a jazz manager because I wanted to preserve jazz as an art form. In fact, my friend Kathleen Glover calls it my divine assignment, and I accept that. I want to thank John Clayton and Don Braden, both of whom have been my clients for nearly 30 years, as well as Lakeisha Benjamin, Diramir Gonzalez, Richie Goods, James Brandon Lewis, Naduzo Makatini, Andy Milne, Jade Solomon Curtis, Brianna Thomas, and Scott Tixier, and to my past clients, all of whom entrusted their livelihoods to me. I never take lightly the awesome responsibility of representing jazz artists and their livelihoods. I also want to thank my husband for supporting me when I switched from practicing law full-time to managing jazz artists, and my son, who has always been the wind beneath my wings, and to my family of jazz artist managers with whom I formed a special bond. I want to thank especially WBGO for this awesome honor. Thank you so much, and I will always appreciate it.
Donating to WBGO is so easy. You can make a contribution right now online securely from anywhere in the world by going to WBGO.org and clicking on the donate button, or by texting WBGO to 56512. Terry Lynn Carrington has been recognized as a powerhouse drummer and force in music since the 1980s. Her contributions are considerable. She is an acclaimed composer, band leader, producer, and educator. Over the last 15 years, she has vigorously turned her attention to empowering the next generation. She is the founder and artistic director of the Berklee Institute of Jazz and Gender Justice, created to address gender equity in the jazz field and the role that jazz can play in the comprehensive struggle for social justice. And then there's the project we are showcasing this evening, Next Jazz Legacy, a partnership between New Music USA and the Berklee Institute of Jazz and Gender Justice, with support from the Mellon Foundation. Please join WBGO in celebrating Terry Lynn Carrington.
I'm so grateful to WBGO for including me in their celebration of women of influence alongside such inspiring women like Gail Boyd, Linda Harrison, and Darthon Kirk. It's also thrilling to have a project near and dear to my heart, Next Jazz Legacy, included in the program as well, alongside Artemis, Lakeisha Benjamin, Regina Carter, and Catherine Russell, and so many other fine musicians who have lent their immense talents to this benefit event. WBGO is important to me because it's been there throughout my whole career. It's supported not just me, but so many artists in our community. I can't imagine being a jazz musician without WBGO, and I'm thrilled to be able to lend my support to help keep the music thriving and growing and accessible to all. So thank you so much for this honor. Thank you to Steve Williams and the entire WBGO team.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you see the sun come shining through for you. Just light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although it's here, maybe ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile for you. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow. Smile, what's the use of crying? You find that life is still worthwhile if you just
Hi, I'm violinist Regina Carter. Thank you for supporting WBGO. Continue to support the station, live music, musicians, we need you. Thank you to WBGO for all you do.
Thanks very much for joining us for WBGO's live stream fundraising event celebrating women of influence in 2022. We'd like to extend our warmest thanks and deepest gratitude for your support. And here's to the day when we can all safely gather together in celebration of this music and organization that we love, WBGO.
1, 2, 3.